Playing in the MG, let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Give that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I save him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snicker my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me. Back your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos, go!
From the 20-yard line, they'll throw right away. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Lance. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop him. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Corum. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Blake Corum. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his first touchdown this year.
Going to 53.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give here to Wright. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
To throw is Lance. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's Jonathan Grenard busting in to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes...
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. In motion comes Andrews. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That finds Nacua downfield, complete. A gain there of 21. First down, L.A. Open man is the rookie from Arkansas.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here we go, 47.
They'll throw again. Dak. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I check. 47. 26.
To the air again. Prescott. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line 26.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will make the lead 11-0.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. They'll try again. It's second and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now Lance. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Lance. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This one complete downfield to Walker. 23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll run with Wright. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He's got a man. It's Walker. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
So after one, 11-0 is our score. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Lance. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand.
And he's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Cowboys. Here's a 2-point try. Lance bringing the offense to the line. Here's, looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. Looked like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will keep possession. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. It's complete. He's got Kupp. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Rams first down. The motion man is Nacua. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Hey, kill!
Now Prescott. That's hauled in on the left by... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cowboys have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's Lance. Throwing right, it's taken in. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Rams have it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch, but got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. That's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
On second down, it's Dak. To the right side here, pass is caught, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Yeah, there we go.
Prescott. This one complete right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Back to throw is Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here comes a return from the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Lance. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys. Throwing, Lance. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have Lance and the offense out there, and they're going to go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Whoa. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Prescott now. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
In motion comes Andrews. Dak to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now Lance. Throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Lance looking to throw. He's got Parham, his tight end. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. Lance. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, here we go.
1st down, Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
2nd down, Prescott. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Cowboys have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
To throw, here's Lance. This is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Cora. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Here we go. I take.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. The motion man is Nakua. On the handoff, this is Cora. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Open man there, that's complete. Well, they'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. They'll run straight ahead with Cora. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down.
Hey, kill. 27. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will extend their third quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go now.
On the ground, this is right. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Back on the ground and back to right. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
Come on. Set. 60 back.
Here's Lance. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. going through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Yeah! Here go 46. Hey, kill 26.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a 5-point game.
Ready?
A carry here for Wright. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Here we go.
A pistol snap with Lance. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this on the ground with Corum. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Rams.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46, 46, 46.
Here's Dak to throw. That finds Nacua downfield, complete. And he will go all the way. Puka Nacua, touchdown Rams. Prescott will bring up his guys for this 2-point attempt.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
46.
Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Cowboys 19.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Shut up. 19 Lions. Seven Pirates. Check go.
To throw is Lance. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the... So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Throwing, Lance. Here's a screen coming for Wright. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's another Cowboys.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
18, Pioneer. Here we go.
Now Lance. He'll let one go down the middle. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dallas.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
All right, so the Cowboys set set to go for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Lance looking to throw. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. There we go. Kill. 26.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On the play fake, Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Now it's going to be third down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Third and short. Prescott. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Rams first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
Yeah! There we go! Attack! Kill! 47! 26!
On 1st and 10, it's Corum. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from... Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Lance. This one complete right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lance. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a loss of 14.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
But it's fourth down.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense
and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Here's Lance. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
Yeah! There we go! That's it! 26!
To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it.
Yeah! There we go! That's it!
So it's a win for the visiting Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen.